Well, I hope you hope you believe in investigations, because that's all we're doing in this episode. But yeah, this is more Byakuya than I wanted to handle, but you know what? It was still a good time. So if you enjoy the video, like, subscribe, do whatever you feel, and yeah, let's get on to it. So this is our next location. Huh? This is the place related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Sure, I guess. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's about the card reader.
Yep.
Yep. The card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook.
And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter.
And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct.
So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room, and only boys can go into the boys' locker room? Yes, Makoto. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. You're made of glass. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other words...
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such
Good
ignorance.
lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it?
Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole? But in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So,
Why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your damn self.
That's fine.
well, you know, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Oh, Byakuya, you ass. Box. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Dab, 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 Sayaka Mizuno. You're right! This is Sayaka's handbook! Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Main Hall e-handbooks has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled by dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of an assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey!
Now!
Hey!
What?
That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it will break that easily.
But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't friggin' break! It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof to up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap! Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point.
It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret! I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks!
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be?
Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable that it's not turning on. Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken E-Handbook has been added to the Truth Bolt, so your fuck it. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact. Not quite. Huh? Not quite. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit of this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to him. And what nickname did that internet... What nickname did the internet give to this mysterious killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed tons of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you.
Don't make me repeat myself.
And I have the basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide extra evidence.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really? Ah, hey, you two.
Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone.
But it's an emergency. Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me.
Please!
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Calm down, okay, Hina?
But it's an emergency.
Oh my god, woman, what? An emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toka. She's acting super strange.
Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry.
Wait for us, Hina!
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room most likely. You're right. Which? Oh, okay. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Oh, can I ring the doorbell? No.
You guys are so slow. You guys are too slow.
I think you're just too fast. So, what's the emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know?
Oh, wow, that like broke my brain. Holy shit.
After a while, we came back to check on her. You know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff.
Weird stuff.
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Well, it's definitely not swinging open if it's slow and silent. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from the door, from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But...
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that?
She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago... I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down their door, but it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
Toka was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever.
Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to.
Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone. You're so annoying. Byakuya!
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep your promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
And with that, the door slams shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on! Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko just talking about? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. Like the little puppy man boy that I am. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. There are no clues there. I feel like I've checked this entire room. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's an archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll make sense once you're inside. And then me and Byakuya had a rough inside the library. Whoa, there's so many books and files. So much dust too.
So in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. The shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. You have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
that's right.
That's the report of a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you wanted to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging from the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? There's so many files stuffed under the shelf. What's in all of these?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power, the secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be what the that is such a weird sentence. If you're ready to be disappeared for it. If you're ready to disappear for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. There's a ton of thick files stuffed into the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are intentional documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? Well, I feel like that's where I should be looking, yeah? But let's look here at this stupid lamp on the floor. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it up to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? No. The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's the home of
Interesting.
classified government documents, police records. There's no ordinary person would ever see it. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that, it's just everything in here is f***ing lame. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much junk in here. How could anyone put it all together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with this at all. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I've reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second, you're saying you've read all these documents more than once? But all this has to be like top secret, confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to a variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other
I already
words...
told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council, and I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim that without a doubt, the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all of those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about the particular fact were members of the police and higher ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about the aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer themselves knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending
That's
the
right.
victim? That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Ugh.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence. That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us? Whoa!
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. I'm okay. What? I tried to click these and it just didn't. I think I click him, right? Byakuya, about the Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Whoa! Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached a page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Shoji Gaku, 23, Kano Issei, 14, Takeshi Yoshida, 30, and the names continue. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every crime, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. But Chihiro's murder didn't have scissors. Now, take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could suggest that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the truth bullets. Bam, bam, bam.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We've finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together this entire time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed aside. At the same time, I'd uncover some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend, is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should probably check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info. I need to find out everything I can. I'm trying to decide if I want to talk to him or not. Yeah, I guess. Ifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it.
But I
sure
guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah. Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see?
Well,
She refused to tell me.
Seem...
It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where is Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? There or not there? Alright, first.
Damn.
Chihiro's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul.
No forgiveness!
To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Oh, hey Kyoko, how you doing? Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. I love you, Kyoko. Thank you. Bye-bye. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Nice. Chihiro's handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like to be some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in kind of a crucifix position. This rope is a plug? Wait, so then it's not a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended in a fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does it all mean?
Status of the dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at Genocide Jack case one more time. Alright, but, okay, so the poster, it didn't do anything with the poster last time. It's kind of weird. But the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you find something like this. Remember guys, it's 2010. So, they were all about their gender. Dude had such a complex about being weak. Oh, okay. That's all he has to say. He said that already. All right, I'll see you later. No, hey, I'll see you later. Leave the girls' locker room? Yes, please. Move, Hifumi. You thick. I love you, but god damn it. Locking the damn door. What the is that? This little vomit stain on the ground. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it?
Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
A boy band? Whoa, is that BTS? Huh, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms.
2 locker room posters has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Well, we're definitely gonna have to ask Sakura about these posters and that stain on the ground there. Because I think her and Hina are the only people that use the gym. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to those posters. Yes, the one poster that is in the room, you never saw it. Honestly, I don't doubt that. This woman is getting gains, bro. She's getting absolute gains. I see.
However,
But there is something that's bothering me about the locker rooms. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room, and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain in the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with?
Disappearing stain has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
That's crazy, Sakura. Imagine. Jana Hifumi. It said she was in here. Pretty sure Hifumi said she was in there. Yep, there she is. Goth Cinderella. Celeste, what are you doing here?
This warehouse is amazing. It absolutely has everything one might need to live life fully. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from.
I see, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask that of me. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless.
Then you did find something.
Very well. I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse.
What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before the nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose.
So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing? But the strange thing is, there was no trace of a track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have to have gotten rid of it somehow.
Celeste's account has been added to the Truth Bullet selection of your handbook.
I say selection every time, but it's very hard to do that. Boy, that's a new one that I'm trying. I like it. It's fun. It's old-timey. What the f am I doing? Oh, Hina. How's Toko doing?
Same as before, she won't come out and she just keeps mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just kind of left her there.
You left her?
My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her.
Speaking of which, what are you eating?
A donut, of course.
Of course?
There's two things in this world. There's two things I'm sure God created: outer space and donuts.
Really?
I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret.
I don't think so.
I should have tried to spend more time with her.
Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us.
Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls.
Was she just shy?
I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex? But I mean, totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right?
You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl.
Howie's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I caught myself that time. I caught myself.
Because that cord looks the exact same way as the other one, right? Or like, it looks like it would need something. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. This is not plugged in. Wow. Electrical things work when they're plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from there. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using the extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if...
Library desk lamp has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I got it that time. Let's go.
Alright, let's see. We go in here, right? Because I think that was the only thing. I just need something else that... God damn it. No... This one? The desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed that one thing. Byakuya grabbed that one thing from over here and put it over there. It sure is dark over there. Nice. That was it. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone? Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that is... Can't think of anyone but Byakuya.
Ding dong bing bong. Oh God.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through there.
Ahem! So, is everyone ready or what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo. Yeah, Toka's not here.
And Toko is...
You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that total nut job? She's a crucial part of this class trial.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
And just like he said a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him.
I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. Woo. So, now, everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get the show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek, nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. It was me! I killed Chihiro! Someone standing right here. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop.